Oh my god. Banjo the uncle, how are we doing? How are we doing? Hold on. Hold on. That's a beautiful, beautiful raid message. I appreciate it, Banjo. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Give me a second. I need to display that because it's very, very, very hilarious. Hold on. Let me see. Um, okay. There we go. You know what? I need to zoom in on this. Hold on. There we go. You guys see this? Wow, what is that? 300%? 200%? 300%. There we go. Big on the screen right there. Thank you, Banjo, for the raid. And Nightbot, you are such a meme. Such a meme for catching that. Stop spamming caps, warning, lull. Good luck with Lies of P. LOP is an amazing game. In fact, I would say its amazingness rivals some of the greatest of greats. That, of course, includes Dark Souls 1, the goat of goats, goaty goat, goat, goaty goat, goat. Oh my god. Banjo, I think I need to time you out. I think I need to. Yeah, Josh said it right. I think it's banned Joe because listen, this word honestly, what I'm gonna do, Banjo, is I'm going to change my Nightbot to where it allows this many capitals. This is a lot of capitals, but I'm gonna change my Nightbot. And then after I change Nightbot, I am going to go into Nightbot or whatever bot that I have available that is able to do this, and I'm gonna make it so that Dark Souls 1 is a banned phrase in my chat. I'm gonna make it so that no one can ever talk about that absolutely horrid game. Ugh, that disgusting game. I hate it. I hate it. Ugh, so bad. Um, but yeah, Banjo, I have a question while you are here because I know that you probably need to go to sleep soon. You probably need to be, honk shoe, me, go to sleep. I know it's very late. Um, did you get to see the like the last finale part of my DS1 stream? Did you get to see like how I finished off Gwyn? Because I don't know if you did. You did not. Okay, okay. Um, let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know if I can. Okay. If I go to twitch.tv, it's probably going to blast your guys' ears. I hope it's not going to. Flash. If I go to my channel, please don't blast people's ears. No, 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 no. Shut up, shut up. No talking. The inception is okay. Is it under my videos? I hope that Twitch did not delete it. View all. Is this it? Okay. Yeah, mute myself. Make sure I'm muted. I don't want to hear my ugly voice. 2 times speed because we don't have time for this nonsense. And then 1080. Okay, so this is me running back to the boss. Where was my final attempt? Wait. How far in was it? I swear I ran back to this boss like 50,000 times. Oh, classic. Yep. Good job, Gwyn. Good job, Gwyn. I'm proud of you. Getting in a good smack there. Wait. No, I skipped too far ahead. No. No. Okay. Here we go. All right, I'll leave you off with this right here. This was how I beat the game. I don't know if this is a very popular tech right here, but yeah. No, I beat this game with a cheese because I wanted to disrespect this boss. I wanted to disrespect this game, and I wanted to be like, you know what? You're not going to. Oh, and then I kind of got stuck here, and I was like, how the heck do I get out? And then luckily DS1 was like, okay, here you go, super jump, and it just flung me out of the area. Um, but yeah, no, that was how I beat the game. In fact, so when I did this attempt here, before this attempt, I kept on dying, and I was getting really close. I was getting to like maybe 10%, maybe like 15-20% of his health bar left, and I was like, man, I'm getting so close, but I'm running out of pyromancies. I used up my fireballs and everything, and I was like, what can I do? What can I do? And eventually, because what I found out is that basically there are two different NPCs in DS1. One of them is what's it called? One of them is Quaylana, and then the other one is Laurentius. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But both of these NPCs, they help you upgrade your pyromancy and also sometimes sell you pyromancy. Both of these NPCs, somehow I accidentally made them disappear from my game. They left or they vanished or whatever, and I had no access to them anymore. And so I was like, well, dang it. I don't think that I can upgrade my pyromancy any further. I think I'm stuck with what I have. But then I found out there's one final NPC, the little egg dude, who's nearby. Quaylag's sister. I don't know her name, but the spider lady that you go to, chat with, even though she's mute until you give her a specific item or whatever. And so finally, during the stream, I went to that egg dude and I popped a bunch of these souls that I had in my inventory. And I was like, okay, let's upgrade my pyromancy. So I got it from, I think, like +8 all the way up to like +12 or something. And that did the trick. And I was, finally able to get enough damage to defeat Gwyn. But yeah, no, that was the exciting finale for my Dark Souls 1 stream. Managed to beat Gwyn, managed to get the ending, and I don't know why I decided to do it, but I did actually play a little bit more into like New Game Plus 1. But after that, I made the decision where I was like, here you guys go, uninstall the game. Yay! 10 out of 10, amazing experience. So yeah, and I think it was like a total of 74 hours or something on my very first playthrough going through this wonderful game. Until next time, surely. Yeah, definitely, totally, absolutely. But let me see here. So, anyways, Banjo, your raid, it came at a good time because I have not started playing Lies of P yet. I am going to be starting basically within the next like 5 to 10 minutes. But it was a little tiny bit early. Not too bad, but it was a little tiny bit early. I hope your stream went well. Hope you had fun. I saw that you were fighting, I think, was it the Golden Hippo in is that in Bellarat or is that in the other area? I never remember where the Golden Hippo is. But you were fighting a couple of different enemies. I hope you did not have to fight Lamenter today. That would have been... Oh, it's Shadowkeep. That's right, Shadowkeep. Okay. Yeah. Gotta practice test some stuff? Okay. Very, very cool. I hope that Hippo is consistent. I hope it's not as bad as Dancing Lion. Because I know that, when I was watching your stream, you mentioned that, like, you really like Dancing Lion as a boss. But the Deathblight one is quite tricky, quite difficult. So I hope that Hippo is not as terrible as that one. Phase 2 is bad. Ooh, yeah. Phase 2 is really, really, really tricky. Because yeah, the golden needles, I just feel like it is really rough. Like, even no matter if you are close range or far away, it's really tough to like be in a good position to anticipate everything and make sure you're able to dodge everything properly. Yeah, but I'm sure you'll figure out something. I'm sure you have some tactics to defeat the boss. And I know that at the very least, Hippo will never be as bad as Senisax, and probably not as bad as Deathblight Dancing Lion. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, and then of course there's always Lamenter. Like, when you look at Lamenter, everything looks easy. Everything looks great. So yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, now that Banjo has arrived, him and his amazing army of Souls enthusiasts and enjoyers, let's go ahead and we're gonna swap over to Lies of P now. I think that's a smart idea. So let me see here. Let's go to... I need to update my category on Twitch. Otherwise, people are gonna just think that I'm yapping the entire time. And then let's do this, and then boom. Yay! Okay, the game works. Let's check the volume. I think that's good volume. 3 for the general volume, and then 7 for, like, everything else. I put the voice volume at 10 because I want to hear everything. Honestly, this, like, main menu right here, it looks gorgeous. I could stare at this clock forever and ever and ever, chat. This is beautiful. I like it. Yeah, so, chat, welcome on in. To give you guys a little bit of background context, this is my very, very, very first blind playthrough of Lies of P. Never ever played this game before. As you can see here, I don't have a load game or anything like that. And I also have never played Bloodborne, so this is going to be a very fresh experience for me. Very fresh. And I'm very, very excited to figure out how this game works. How is it similar to Elden Ring and Souls games, and how is it very different from them? Because I'm sure that there are some very unique things. Hope it's a fun time for you. Since you like SK a lot, you'll enjoy this one. Yeah. I really hope that, the deflecting, the parrying, and whatever is very satisfying to do. But yeah, let's dive on in, shall we? Let's start this. Okay. New game. Here we go. Ooh, okay. Decay increases the acid damage received by both your characters and monsters. Inflicts continuous weapon durability. Okay. Okay, shh. Chat, we gotta listen.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello. Ready, butterfly?
Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
Do I have a choice? Can I say maybe later? No? Ooh, that sound design is so good. Okay, now, what exactly was that butterfly that entered into me? Is that my heart? Is my heart a butterfly? Move, rotate camera. I think I know how to do that. Okay. Okay. There's a dark room. There's nothing to interact around with. Okay. That looks like it might come alive to kill me at a later time. That looks a little bit dangerous. I think we should scrap everything and burn it.
Ah, there you are.
Where are you?
I've been looking all over for you.
Okay. A little bit creepy, but sure. These are some nice chairs. Seems like someone was enjoying some wine, maybe a little bit of reading. Okay. Oh, interesting. So this is maybe like a bar area. Okay. A to interact. Do I have to go closer, or can I just press A now? Okay, I have to go closer. Investigate. Kids, don't try this at home. Don't touch weird, glowing, bright objects that you have no idea what the heck they are.
Jimmy will restart soon.
Holy
I see
moly.
they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry. My
Hello,
name is
Sophia.
Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krot, and I'll explain what's happening.
Yeah.
Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Monads, lamp. Okay. Use belt. Okay. Use the belt item. Equip items and gestures on the belt to use them. Okay. I know that. That makes sense. If it ain't that handsome Pinocchio... What's going on, Kato? Welcome on in. How's it going, homie? I actually need to give you a shout out here because the bot did not automatically do it. Everyone, if you don't know Kato, he is an amazing streamer. I believe that he actually pronounces his username Gato-san. Kato or Gato is a streamer that plays a lot of different video games, including Monster Hunter Wilds, including Overwatch 2, Apex Legends, Genshin Impact, right? And he is a very unique, special individual because he speaks basically two different languages, at least two, fluently. He speaks English and he speaks Japanese, right? He is an incredible individual because he lives in New Zealand, right? So he's not even like a Japanese person, but over the past like decade or like whatever, 15 years or whatever, he's been studying the language and has learned how to speak Japanese fluently, which is insane. Absolutely insane stuff. Really cool. So if any of you guys out there enjoy variety games, Monster Hunter, Genshin, Overwatch, any of that stuff, go and follow Kato. He's an amazing human being. And of course, everyone go and follow Banjo the Uncle. I mean, you guys know that you guys came from Banjo, so I don't need to explain it, but he is basically Banjo the Uncle is like the Soul's master, right? He's like the Yoda, and I don't think I'm even Anakin. I think I'm like, one of the children that Anakin got, he murdered in cold blood during the movies or whatever. Because yeah, I don't know anything about Souls. I'm a very much a newbie, a rookie, but yeah. Been grinding Monster Hunter. How's things? Things are not too bad. Things are not too terrible. I'm trying out Lies of P for the very first time. Brand new variety video game for me. After I most recently finished Dark Souls 1 on my channel. But yeah. Thanks for the shout out. Looks like you're doing well. The only reason I'm doing well, Kato, is because Banjo the Uncle, the person I just now mentioned, he sent over a massively huge rate of people that they don't care about me. They don't like me. They watch Banjo, and they like Banjo. And Banjo sent them over here and forced them to sit down and watch me struggle through this game, which is probably something I should be better at, but I'm not good at it. So, yeah, it's all thanks to Banjo that I'm doing a lot better than I normally am, right? Not the younglings. I actually have never watched Star Wars, but I know about, Anakin, and I know about the children. That infamous scene. I know about it. But yeah, anyways. Yeah. Looking healthy? Okay. I hope I am. I don't know. I mean, like, now that I'm currently going through college and I'm, like, taking classes and studying and whatever, I feel like the next maybe 2 years of my life or so, it's kind of just going to be filled with depression and insomnia, right? And just you know, trying to survive the day by day. Yay! Optimism! All those things considered, you're looking healthy? Yeah. Genki to omoimasu. I think. I don't know. I could be just, fooling myself, right? But we try. All right, let's get back to the game here. Hold down to activate the extra bag, use the item. Equip items and gestures on the extra bag to use them. Okay, so this one is A to activate the extra bag, A, and then the button to use the item. Interesting. I don't know if I need to change that. I think A button should be okay. But one thing I'm very used to with, like, Elden Ring is A button is the dedicated jump button, right? Okay, we'll test it out. We'll see. At least I'm not drowning in alcohol and energy drinks like you were. Yeah, I mean, so that's actually one thing which I am eternally grateful for. I've always, you know, felt this way, and I think for the rest of my life I will follow this, you know, way of living. I have never, ever been someone that likes coffee, and I also don't really care about energy drinks. I don't care about any of that stuff. The only thing that is kind of like, you know, basically a sort of poison, quote unquote, in my life is Mountain Dew. That's the only thing where it's like, yeah, I drink Mountain Dew. I know that it's not healthy for you, but I love Mountain Dew. Other than Mountain Dew, I don't ever drink like Monster Energy. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink any sort of like really alcohol. The only time that I drink alcohol is if like I'm with my friends and maybe there's like a big celebratory event where it's like, oh, someone's birthday, or oh, we graduated or something. It's like I will take, you know, a little sip, a little drink just for that celebration. But I'm not someone that, you know, is a big fan of alcohol. I feel like alcohol just tastes nasty, and I'm not a supporter of it. But yeah. That is one thing that I'm grateful for in my life, is that I do not mess around with that stuff. Not at all. Caffeine dependency from your university days. Yeah. I have a friend of mine, right? And I remember I was talking with my friend. They told me, you know, they said that basically if they do not drink, I think at least one coffee a day, they get like headaches or they get migraines or whatever. And I'm like, that sounds horrible. That sounds like an addiction. It sounds like, you know, your body is treating coffee as if it were some kind of a hard drug. And I'm like, I would never, ever wish to be in your position. I think that being hooked on, you know, caffeine, being hooked on coffee to the point where you are forced to drink it every day of your life, that just sounds miserable. That sounds horrible. And I would never wish that on my worst enemy. It just, I feel very sorry for people who have gotten into that habit, who have, you know, developed that behavior. It's not their, like, I'm not saying that all the blame belongs to them and that they are in the wrong and how dare they, you know, I'm not saying they shouldn't have. It's just that, like, I wish that those people had the ability to turn back time and change things for themselves if they want to, right? It's just, yeah, it's just a very risky, dangerous thing. Engineering school, I'm gonna be honest, you know, I don't know how it works in New Zealand, right, Kato? But here in the US, the American education system is so incredibly broken and stupid and idiotic, and I hate it, and I will always say negative things about it. There's nothing about the American education system that I will ever praise, because it, to me, it just basically seems like a parasite that latches onto human beings and sucks the life force out of human beings, and that's all it does. I am a very big advocate for not suffering through college or university, 100%. But unfortunately, society has deemed that everyone should go to college and everyone should get a degree and you know, suffer for at least 4 years of their life doing topics and subjects that they don't care about, that they don't want to do, just for a piece of paper that says, hey, I'm smart. So, yeah. Okay, Monad's lamp. Okay. Light up the character's surroundings. So if I click X, nice. Okay. That works. Open the door. Okay, that's a very nice, heavy
Let's
opening
get you out of
noise.
there. Find something that might help.
That would be useful. Yeah, I'd like that. Is there going to be an enemy around here that jump scares me? That is very typical of a Souls game. Okay. Investigate.
But the streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there. It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
Path of the Cricket, balance. Path of the Bastard, dexterity. Path of the Sweeper, strength. Okay, let me see here. Both power and speed. So it seems like motivity and technique are the highest here. I don't really know what the equivalent of motivity and technique is in terms of Souls gameplay. A quick and nimble combat style for striking the enemy's weak spots. Technique is 11, vigor is 12. Ooh. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Motivity is 5, though. Heavy combat style that cuts down enemies using great physical strength. So, it looks like here, capacity is the equivalent of basically your strength stat. Motivity seems to be dexterity. Technique seems to be... Or actually, no. Maybe technique is your dexterity. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then motivity... Wait, is motivity strength? Compared to this, Fallout Special was very easy to understand. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I actually don't think I've ever played a Fallout game before in my entire life. I've heard some good things about the Fallout franchise, but I don't really know much about it, right? Um, yeah, let me see here. I think I have a command for this. Hold on, give me a second, chat. Ads? Is that the command? Yeah, okay. So there we go. Just a heads up for y'all. Ads may be playing soon. Sorry for the delay. Okay. I think I'll pause the game here, and I won't make my choice until the ads are over. We'll decide on which starting class to do after ads finish. Okay, waiting. 54 seconds to go, chat. Stands for strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, and luck. Oh, is that the Fallout system? Interesting. Special. I see. That makes sense. Strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, and luck. That actually makes a lot more sense. Yeah. I will say in Fallout, I don't know what charisma and luck provides for the player, but it doesn't seem like it's too confusing to figure out if you're playing Fallout and if you're like familiar with the gameplay and the mechanics and whatnot. Ads should be done now. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for those that were affected. Okay. Luck provides critical hit chances. Interesting. Okay. Charisma is mostly bartering with NPCs. In that context, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Definitely try Fallout New Vegas when you have a chance. Oldie but goodie. I might pick up that game. I might try it out. Yeah. I've never really, you know, looked at a Fallout game and seen something that has hooked me into it, but I've heard that a lot of, like, for example, the Fallout story is quite funny and quite interesting and entertaining to experience firsthand. So I might check out a Fallout game in the future. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Kato, how's Genshin going? I know that recently there was the version 5.5 live stream. I don't know if you watched it. I don't know if you saw what was coming up, but yeah, how has your Genshin journey been going so far? If you do know about version 5.5, are you excited for anything in particular? Genshin? What Genshin? You're hunting monsters, baby? Honestly, that's based. 100% based, Kato. I don't think that you have been around to hear me say this, but I've talked about it in some of my previous live streams. I am starting to move away from streaming Genshin. I think that as time goes on, during this year, more and more, I'm going to be staying away from streaming Genshin and streaming gacha games, and I want to play a lot more variety games. I want to play a lot more Souls games and whatnot, so, experiencing things like Lies of P for the very first time is a high priority, and I feel like I can kind of just play Genshin offline, do my own thing whenever I want to, and not feel forced to, stream every single moment. Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of the time, when there's not, like, a major brand new update for Genshin, things are kind of repetitive. Things are very much the same. You go into the game, you spend your resin, artifact farming or whatever, and then you just kind of like log out, and it's not really that fun or interesting. But yeah. Okay. I do really like a dexterity build, like the middle one right here, chat. But I think I might go for balanced. And that's just because, like, you know, if you compare balanced with the middle one, the motivity is quite low the motivity is quite low for the middle one. And I feel like maybe in the future I might want motivity, upgrades. So starting from 9 motivity compared to 5, I feel like that's a big difference, right? And I just feel like this is all around a much more like uniform build to start with, and that way I can just like go off of that, and I can do what feels best for me, right? I really, really hope that I don't make a mistake here and that I don't choose the wrong thing. But we're going with the Path of the Cricket balance. Okay.
Destination Hotel Court. Recommend escaping from this location.
Jesus Christ. That, like, gravelly, robotic voice, it just sounds so weird. It sounds so bizarre. Okay. Is my lamp on? I don't know if it's turned on or not. Okay, it is turned on. I could not really tell just from, like, the limited light. Bit late, but you're gonna grab some food? What time is it in New Zealand? Because right now it's 1 a.m. in the morning for me. It's quite late in the US. So I hope it's not too late on your end, and I hope you're able to eat a good meal before you get some sleep. 9 p.m.? Okay, okay. That's fair. Lock on or off? Yep. Dash, dodge. Switch weapon, attack. Okay. Okay. Sawtooth wheel. Okay, okay. Good luck with Liza P. I appreciate it, Kato. Appreciate it a lot. That sounds really creepy when you look at how abandoned and how dead this place is. Sawtooth wheel. Okay, okay. Okay. By the way, I did want to very quickly mention this. Earlier in my stream, like long ago, maybe an hour ago or something like that, I know that my boy Yvain the main, he popped in and he said hello. Yvain, I'm very sorry for not responding to you, man. I kind of got sidetracked talking about Genshin stuff and was not able to say hello, but I appreciate you, dude. Okay. Pulse cell. Use a pulse cell to recover HP. Okay, so it's like an Estus flask. There's a maximum number of times pulse cells can be used. When you reach the maximum, the cell will be discharged. If you attack enemies while the cell is discharged, pulse cell will be gradually charged. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Alright. Okay, so 3 hits to kill these guys. Dim Ergo Fragment. I think that's an important item, but I don't yet know what it does. Okay. Use Legion Arm. I don't know what the Legion Arm does. I need to figure that out. Okay, this is absolutely nasty. Look at this blood splatter. It looks terrible. Oh my god. I am not very confident in what lies ahead. Is this door locked as well?
The station employee has the train station keys.
Okay. Okay, no one hiding around the corners. Guard. You can block enemy attacks by guarding. If your guard is successful, your character will take reduced damage, but it will consume stamina. The reduced damage will be transferred to guard regain. Guard regain accumulates, but gradually decreases over time. While you have guard regain, you can attack enemies to recover HP. Okay. If a guard succeeds right before being hit, it triggers a perfect guard. When a perfect guard is successful, you will not receive damage, only stamina is consumed. You can use perfect guards to destroy an enemy's weapon or put the enemy in a staggerable status. Okay. Where are they hiding?
You cannot see in the dark. Switch me on and gently light the way.
I need to get out of this room. Okay. Fable Catalyst. Okay. Okay. Nice. I think I can hear something big moving around. I can hear a big enemy. Oh, I see an enemy hiding right there. I see you, buddy. You ain't fooling anyone. Okay, so the first block that I did, that was a perfect guard. But then the next one that I did was not perfect. Thermite? Okay, okay. I hear a big guy. I hear someone very, very, very scary. Oof, this is not looking good, chat. Alright. Oh. Ooh, that is such a heavy noise. Okay. I still don't have the timing proper for the perfect guard. Passenger's note. If anyone finds this note, get out of the station and run. Be sure to steer clear of the waiting room. I saw a huge puppet smashing people to death in there. I locked the door, but I don't know if that'll work. At least it should stop people from randomly coming in. I'm going to die soon, so I want to help you even if it's not too much, or if it's not much. Please survive, anyone. BLS. Damn. Dude absolutely exploded. Close one, close one. I did not perfect guard properly, but I did manage to keep my HP relatively high. Okay, dim ergo fragment. Okay, okay. Oof, we're getting closer and closer to the source of the noise, chat. There are doors and ladders all through Krat that are locked by devices. You can unlock these doors or go down the ladders to create shortcuts. Fable Catalyst. I see. Okay, okay. So if I die here, we now know. Oh boy. This looks like it is maybe our first, like, mini-boss of the area. Hello there, buddy. Okay, okay. I need to be very careful with my stamina. Okay. I think maybe we do 2 hits maximum and then we back off. Okay, good, good. 2 hits maximum, then back off. Ooh, close one, close one. Good block, good block. All right. Hold for a charged attack. Ow. Fatal attack. Face a staggered enemy and press RB. Nice. Okay. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, we lost some HP. We were not able to get it back. But that's fine. That's fine. We survived and we did not die. That is at least, you know, something positive. Okay. So, what is this right here? This is a locked door. Okay. Alright, open the door. Holy moly. Yeah, this place looks dangerous. Krat Central Station Plaza, rainy night. Is it ever not raining? That's my question. I feel like the answer is no. Use a Stargazer for fully recovering HP and stamina, as well as charging your pulse cells. You will be revived at this point in case of death. Remember, this process also revives enemies, not just your character. I love how they...
This is called a Stargazer. A marvelous device the Stalkers used in the past.
The who?
Puppet threshold exceeds danger estimates. Please reduce puppet numbers or reset danger parameters.
As we are not strong enough to beat the puppets. But if I lend my power to this Stargazer for a moment. Gather ergo, clever one. This Stargazer will make you stronger. But the Stargazer's strength doesn't last forever. So be careful with it. Hurry up and come to Hotel Krat.
Level up. Okay. How much do we need? 753. Okay. HP, stamina, Legion, weight, motivity, physical attack, okay, Legion. Oh, so this looks like it focuses on the elemental damage that you deal. Okay. Oh, this also increases your guard regain. Ooh. That's good to know. That is really good to know. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, level 10 motivity, level 10 technique. Okay. Okay. Should have known that I would get completely, absolutely wrecked there by multiple enemies. This is a Souls game after all. Can't go through there. Interesting, interesting. I'm basically just keeping my eye out for any shiny blue objects that I can get my hands on. Ooh, wow. Alright, there's our first death, chat. Very, very first death in the game. Okay. When your character dies, Death Ergo is dropped on that spot. Get back your lost Ergo by retrieving this Death Ergo. If enemy damage you or kill you again before you retrieve it, the amount you can recover decreases. Oh, so it doesn't go all the way down to 0 then. Interesting, interesting. Why? Use Blade Fable Arts. Why while guarding, use Handle Fable Arts. Weapons have distinct blades and handles that each have their own Fable Art. Fable Arts use up Fable slots, and different Fable Arts use a different number of slots. Charge Fable slots by attacking enemies with weapons. Nope, too slow. Okay. Interesting. That guy has a really, really rapid attack that I need to be very careful with. The Krat Grand Exhibition has been delayed. This decision was made to protect the citizens until the puppet frenzy that has recently paralyzed the city is under control. The occurrence began on Rosa Isabel Street, resulting in hundreds of casualties. While the cause is still unknown, the number of casualties and the scale of damage are both growing. As the crisis dragged on, the workshop and Venizhny company, Krat's largest puppet factory, announced that they would offer emergency supplies to citizens and do everything they could to alleviate the situation. A task force is investigating the possibility of a fatal loss of the Grand Covenant, which is the control protocol of the workshop's puppets. However, there is no quick solution as of now, with the puppet frenzy resulting in more casualties. As the city braces for a resurgence of the petrification disease, the citizens were advised to stay indoors for their safety. However, many citizens are trying to escape through Krat Central Station, intensifying the general chaos. Never good. Never good, chat. Do not feed into the general public's chaos and the frenzy. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and level up, yeah, let's level up our vigor. I think that having more stamina is very valuable. I don't see any blue item over there. Nor over there. Okay. There's a blue item. Oh, there's a blue item over there. Nice. Good, good. Alright, let's go this way. Vivid Ergo Fragment. Okay, so this is different from the dim one. Sawtooth wheel. Okay. This door is not openable. Okay. That's a little bit disappointing, chat. Just a little bit disappointing. I notice here that basically when you, what's it called? When you are, you know, running around the area and you hold down the B button to sprint, you are using your stamina, right? So it's not like Elden Ring where when you are not in combat, you don't use any stamina. That is very, very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Monka W? That does not sound good. Momentary glitch, you say? I don't think it's momentary. Okay, I cannot go through there. Oh, there's a big guy. I see a big guy coming this way. Some enemies become red and use a strong attack called a Fury Attack. You cannot dodge or guard Fury Attacks, but you can counter with a perfect guard. I don't know how that works, chat. Okay. Ooh, that's fast. Okay, that's fast. Okay, okay. No item from him. A little bit unfortunate. That looks like a trap. 100% looks like a trap. Ow. Ow, he's quick with that. I hope that thermite was worth it, chat. Dim ergo fragment? Cool. Okay. Alright, I'll take that. Shortcut unlocked, maybe? Vaniji's urgent repair tool. Oh, I can't unlock the gate. Oh, that's so sad. I wish I could. Okay, so I remember we came from here. Alright, multiple enemies. Good. Fable Catalyst, okay. Ow! That fucking hurt. I'm gonna check the high ground up here. Just in case there's like a rifle guy or something. Ooh, that bridge looks dangerous. Door? Okay, beautiful. I think I maybe know where I am. Maybe. Kind of. Not really, but sort of. Fable Catalyst? Okay. I'm assuming I can't go through this pathway, right? Yep, that makes sense. Alright. Up we go. Across the very, very dangerously deadly-looking bridge.
A powerful parade puppet is blocking the entrance, and that's the only way in. So please, be careful.
Well, I will try my best. Nice. Let's go, baby. Okay. Hello there, good sir.
Hello there. Welcome to Krat, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone.
Okay.
Out here alone? You could use some help. Here's a festival gift for you. Now get yourself something useful.
Purchase or sell, okay. Fable Catalyst. Alright. Throwing cell. Inflicts electrical damage. Okay, okay. Okay. Ah, so this one infuses your weapon. Okay. Oh, this is cool. So you can buy the other weapons here. The ones that are from the other, like, classes or whatnot. There we go. Alright, I like that. That's really cool. Okay. Is there anything that I should sell? Probably not. I think that everything that I have is pretty useful. Yeah.
Out here alone? You could use...
Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and rest. I don't think I can level up. Can I? Oh, I can do one level, apparently. Only one. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna get my Vigor to level 10 at minimum, and then I can, you know, focus on upgrading other things. And then probably I'll do the same thing with my Vitality as well. This is a very interesting music choice for this area here. God damn. Oh shit, cutscene? Holy moly. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I don't like that. Okay. Good. Ooh. I don't know about that. What the heck? That looks even more dangerous. Ooh, okay. Nope, wrong button. I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. There we go. Right button. That second attack, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it. Ow! Oh, that's the red attack. That's the red attack. Wow, that is fast. Oh my god. I thought I sidestepped it at the right time, chat. I thought I did. Wow. That is... okay. Oh, man. That's really, really interesting. Yep. Okay. So Death Ergo is created basically at the entrance of the boss fight, which is very, very, you know, kind of them to do. Wow, the red attack came out a lot earlier than before. So it looks like that right there, he broke my, my stamina, you know, bar. Oh, man, I didn't backstep fast enough. No hitbox on the dash forward. That's so dangerous, dude. So dangerous. What? I blocked that one. Okay, okay. Nice, nice, good hit. Such a fast recovery on that. Ah, that one's so bad. Broke my stagger, or he managed to stagger me. Okay. Wow, 3 hits, okay, okay. Wait, that was a hit? Hold on. I did not realize that he was swinging. I thought that he had basically just repositioned himself. And that, you know, he was kind of turning to face towards me. Very interesting. Alright. I need to block that one. I need to stop trying to dodge it. That one, oh my god, it's so bad. My god, dude. Bad. Not good, not good. No, that third attack, dude, it's so evil. It's so evil. It's so evil. Okay, so here's the thing about Lies of P that I'm understanding from this boss fight, right? I don't know if, I don't know if there's any, like, truth to it. I don't know if this is accurate or not. But I feel like in Lies of P, the amount of freedom that you are given when attempting to perfect guard and attack is very, very little. And, you know, when I compare Lies of P to a game like Sekiro, it feels like Sekiro gives you more of an ability to perfect parry and perfect deflect attacks much better than Lies of P. I feel like with Lies of P, the timing is way too precise. What? How did I miss the window there? That's so evil. I hate that. I don't get it. I don't get it. So, just now there, maybe it was because I was too far away from the enemy, which I don't really feel like I was, but I did the what is it called? Not the RB, but the RT, right? The right trigger attack, right? Which is what you're supposed to do in order to stagger the enemy when they are vulnerable. And it didn't work. It did not stagger the enemy. I don't know why. That is so annoyingly bullshit. How is that hitting me? Okay. That hit, okay. Wow. There we go. Eliminated. Parade leaders ergo quartz. Okay. Let's go back here. Thank you, Bob's Eater. Welcome on in. Thank you, I appreciate the GG. Yeah, I think, like, okay. The, like, blocking system in this game is not terrible. The perfect guard, or the perfect parry, whatever you want to call it, I feel like the timing is very, very, very precise. And if you do not, you know, make it at that precise moment, you will not be able to pull it off properly and be able to get the win. It just feels quite punishing if you're not able to understand the correct timing, right? Fable Catalyst, nice, nice. Ergo Fragment, I'll take it, I'll take it. Alright, so I guess we go up now.
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security. excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
Okay. So we have to lie then. Yo, welcome on in, Yvain Domain. Welcome on in. How's it going, Yvain? How are we doing today? Sheesh. We got the homie rating in. That's what's up. That's what's up. Did my bot break? I think my bot broke. Smacked with ads? Are you guys back from ads? I hope you guys are better. Are ads done? Sorry for the wait. Where is my bot? Hold on. Shout out Yvain Domain. There we go. There's the shout out. Yeah, we done. Welcome on in, Yvain. How's it going, homie? What up, what up? This is a late raid. Frickin' 1, 2 a.m. in the morning, dude. Hell yeah, man. Finally, Lies of P, I know. Yvain, I did see that you popped in earlier, and I'm very sorry that I didn't say hello. I was kind of just in the moment. I was talking about Genshin, and I was all wrapped up about that, so I was kind of focusing on that. But yeah. Balatro, you blame that game. Is this your very first time playing Balatro? Or, you know, have you played it before this stream that you did? First run, okay. Yeah, I feel like, you know, if you are someone that knows about card games, about poker and whatnot, you very likely will really, really love Balatro. But if you're someone like me and you have no idea how poker works, you have no idea the rules and the mechanisms and whatever, then it's going to be a little bit tough to figure out. So I'm sure that you are having a lot of fun playing Balatro. And it is, like, the way that the game is designed, from what I've seen, is very, very beautiful. Very, like, well done in terms of the mechanics and everything. So I'm sure that you are very much enjoying your time playing that game. Very addicting? Yeah, I can assume so. Alright, let's see here. Knock on the front door.
Welcome to the Sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you?
Monka W?
Grand Covenant's fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krat.
Damn, it was that easy. Your springs are reacting. That doesn't sound good. That sounds like a bad thing. Ooh, I like that music. I like that music a lot. Oh, and the zoom out? Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Oh, and the title card. Ooh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, maybe this is a cutscene? Oh, wow, these are Korean designers. These are all Korean names. That guy looks evil. He looks like a bad guy. Whoa. Oh my god. Well, this game does have my attention. Jesus Christ. My god, what a beautiful cutscene that was. That was absolutely beautiful. Oh, hello, mommy. Hey, yo.
I'm so happy to see you.
And me, you, yes.
I am Sophia. I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Krat to find you.
I love
must
you
have
too.
questions. Geppetto will have answers, but we have to find him first. He was last seen on Elysian Boulevard. All of Krat is dangerous for humans, and that neighborhood is one of the scariest. Please find Geppetto on Elysian Boulevard. I'll explain more once you find him.
Okay. You can level up through Sophia using the Ergo in your possession. You can increase your stats when you level up. That's very understandable. Very straightforward. Let's see here. We are going to upgrade Vigor and Vitality. Get them to a nice, clean 10. I like the number 10. Yes. Okay, okay.
Look at Gemini. I think he's in shock.
Jimmy is fine.
Oh my god, that voice,
That's
man.
proof you're broken. The real Gemini isn't so calm. I'm no inventor, but perhaps I can fix him. Or perhaps he'll fix himself in time.
You can fix me,
Wait,
ma'am.
Take this pocket watch. Krat is a labyrinth of peril right now. This watch will guide you to a safe place. Be careful, clever one.
Oh, you flatter me. Moon phase pocket watch. Interesting. Okay, okay. Alchemist hat, illusory emerald glasses, treasure hunter's mask. Okay. Treasure hunter's hunting apparel. Winter festival peaked hat, earnest reindeer's antlers, midwinter knight's red nose. Very pog. Ooh, yo. Azure dragon crescent glaive. That sounds badass. Bandana of the honorable. I like that. Armor of the honorable. I am indeed very honorable. I never lie, chat. I never lie. That's pretty pog. That's pretty dope. Okay. Use the Stargazer. I'm gonna rest here. Teleport to another Stargazer, use storage. Okay. So the game should be saving itself. Alright. I'm gonna pause the game here. We're gonna listen to the nice ambient background music, and I'm gonna read chat. Let's see here. You enjoying Lies of P? So Yvain, I'm actually curious, because I think you mentioned before that you already played this game. I think you maybe said that you played it. I don't know if you said that you finished it, but I think you maybe said that you played it. To answer the question, right? First of all, Lies of P is automatically a million times better than Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 looks like absolute garbage crap next to Lies of P, okay? It makes Dark Souls 1 indistinguishable from trash on the street, right? I really, really, really love Lies of P so far. Now, I do have one criticism that I have discovered so far, okay? Since you, I believe, have played this game, you will probably know about this. In this game, there is a perfect guard system or a perfect parry system, and if you're able to time your guard properly, you will take no damage to your HP, right? I feel like the perfect guard system, as far as I've experienced in the game, it is not very forgiving. It is not very, what's the word? It's not, you know, very generous with the way that it works. And if you do not have the very, very precise timing that you need for the perfect guard, you will either lose a little bit of HP by regular blocking, or you will lose a lot of HP by messing up and not blocking at all, right? And, you know, I compare this game a little tiny bit to Sekiro, which is a game that I love to death. It's my #1 favorite video game of all time. In Sekiro, the parry or the deflect system, right? It is very, very generous. It's very, you know, forgiving. And, you know, basically in Sekiro, if you see an enemy swing at you, right? And you imagine, you know, mentally you picture this image in your head, okay, the weapon that they're swinging at me, it's going to hit me at this precise moment. If I press the parry button at that precise moment, you will get the parry, I would say 99% of the time. However, in Lies of P, I have tried the perfect guard. I've tried to, you know, use it many times, right? Back to back consistently. And I think, like, if I were to give an estimate, let's say that I tried to, you know, perfect parry or perfect guard 10 times. I think it maybe worked 1 time out of the 10 that I tried it. And it's very, very, very strict with the precision. that would be like my only minor nitpick, my only complaint about the game so far. However, that complaint that I have, that little nitpick of mine, it does not mean that I hate the game. It does not mean that I think the game is bad. It's just that it's very different to what I'm used to, and I have to adapt to it. I have to get better. So yeah. That's what I think so far. You know, I've barely played Lies of P. Like, this is the very, very beginning of the game. But so far, I'm really, really having fun. I'm enjoying the, you know, atmosphere, the world building. I'm enjoying the cutscenes, the story, and everything. It's really well put together, a very beautifully crafted game so far. And I really hope that moving forward, I have the same thoughts, I have the same opinion, you know, with me exploring more of the world and whatnot, right? Let's see. So, Yvain said, better than DS1 figured that? Yeah. You need to be super precise. Yep, which you never was. Yeah, I mean, you know, rhythm and timing is a very difficult thing to master. It's not an easy task for a regular, average, casual gamer to do. And I remember, like, when I first started playing Sekiro, every single enemy, every single boss, I was getting my butt handed to me. I was absolutely dying so many times. So, you know, it took me a long time to understand Sekiro, and it's very likely going to take me a long time to understand the timing and rhythm of Lies of P as well, without a doubt. Read that the active deflect frames are much tighter in Lies of P, half as many frames as Sekiro. Interesting. There's a longer cooldown before you can deflect again. I assume that you're talking about in Lies of P, there's a longer cooldown. Simply because Sekiro is a game that is specifically built on perfect parrying, but, yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense. That's very, very, you know, logical to be able to play the game and witness it and feel the way that Lies of P feels, you know, to play through. Yeah, I think right now, Lies of P, if I were to give it like this arbitrary score, this rating out of nowhere, right, pulling it out of thin air, I would probably say that right now Lies of P is a solid 7 out of 10, and then as I progress through the game more and more and more, I hope that it'll get to an 8 out of 10, and then a 9 out of 10, and then a 10 out of 10 and be a masterpiece. I hope that my, you know, opinion of this game will only get better and only improve as I go forward, which I'm sure that it will, because, you know, I'm very excited, very motivated to learn more about this game, to, you know, understand the story, understand the mechanics in depth, and learn how to use it to my advantage, right? So yeah, very, very interesting stuff. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Oh boy, I've been live for almost 5 hours. Interesting. Alright, so Bob or Yvain, right, either of you two, if you guys are hanging around, assuming that you know the answer, assuming that you're aware about it, I have a question that I'd like to ask you guys. Starting from Hotel Krat, right, as we are right now, how far is it until we get to, like, the next checkpoint, the next, Stargazer, right, the next area where we can save our progress and take a break? Because if it is a little bit of a lengthy journey, I will probably pause the game here, and then tomorrow, when I do another live stream, I will come back and I will continue playing Lies of P, and we will go for day 2 of our journey. We will continue on from the Hotel Krat, or whatever our save point is, and move on forward, right? Yeah, if it's not like a lengthy journey to get to the next Stargazer, I can absolutely do it now. But if it is a little bit of a walk away, I will likely just pause the game here and save my progress and pick it up at a later time. So yeah. Okay, let's see here. What else is in this area? What else can we see around here? I'm sure that this area is very, very special. Oh, why hello there.
I heard about you from Geppetto, but to see you in person, wow. You should take this. Geppetto left it with me.
Oh, what's happening? Ooh, upgraded gadget? Okay, I like that. Legion arm is special equipment that is equipped on the left arm, similar to Sekiro, okay. Each Legion arm has its own combat ability. Legion arm can be modified into all sorts of forms. Modifications can be made using the Venigni craft machine. Okay. Alright. Very, very adorable. Does she have any more dialogue that I need to listen to?
The sound of it alone. That craftsmanship comes only from the hands of Geppetto. You must be something else. A custom arm from Geppetto himself is quite an accessory. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Eugenie from the Workshop Union.
Eugenie, okay.
I know my way around weapons of all kinds. I'm sure Master Geppetto would agree. If any of your weapons need work, bring them to me.
Okay, okay. Alright.
I know my way around a weapon.
Upgrade weapon. Ah, I see. Alter handle. You can bring Eugene cranks to alter weapon handles. Each handle's property upgrades based on your character's default abilities. You can change this property and grade one time with a handle alteration. However, you can always reset it with a balanced crank. I see. And I'm pretty sure I have 0 cranks. Okay. Upgrade weapon. Hidden Moonstone. I have 1 so far. I can't upgrade this one. This glaive looks really freaking cool. I like this glaive. Interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. Does she have more
I know my way
dialogue?
around a weapon.
About Stargazer.
A stargazer is a survival device used by the stalkers.
Mm-hmm.
It powers itself by accumulating and absorbing ergo spores in the air.
Mm-hmm.
The stalkers installed stargazers all across the city. Once they're recovered, we can put them to use.
Okay. About training.
If you want to test your skills or try new techniques, head for the garden. The stalkers captured a puppet to use for training.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that. Everyone hates puppets. I know whose side you're on.
Okay, okay. Alright, alright. Very, very nice. You'll get another Stargazer at the beginning of the next area, like just a minute away. Okay, okay. Use the glaive and you loved it. It's a little OP if you know how to use it. That sounds good to me. That sounds perfect. I love OP weapons. Alright. Hello there, good sir.
Welcome to Hotel Krat. My name
Polendina.
is Polendina,
Polendina.
butler to Lady Antonia. Please let me know how I may be of service. At Hotel Krat, comfort and calm walk hand in hand. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service?
Purchase. Babel Catalyst, Legion, Magazine, Sawtooth Wheel, Quartz. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Sell. I'm assuming I don't really want to throw anything away. I think that, yeah, based on the items that I have, these are all very, very valuable things that I do not want to give up. Okay. About the Grand Covenant.
The Grand Covenant is a set of absolute commands imprinted on puppets when they are made. First law. All puppets must obey their creator's commands. Second law. A puppet may not harm humans. Third law. A puppet protects and serves humans and the city of Krat. Fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. I've told you about the laws engraved upon every puppet. Do you require anything else?
Nope, I'm good. Appreciate it. Okay. Anything else around here? Nothing there. Oh. Hello. Who might you be?
Unexpected guests are welcome. We don't insist on reservations. I am Antonia, and this is my hotel. Welcome.
Okay.
Oh, I knew from the moment we met that you're Geppetto's puppet. He might have a few loose screws, but Geppetto's skills are undiminished. It's a shame. He took off for Elysian Boulevard, and he never came back. If he doesn't turn up soon, we'll have to make a new coffin. Oh, I forgot. I was keeping this for him. It comes with a long story. But I think it's better off with you. Please find that old man. And do take care of yourself out there.
Someone's memory. Show off clothes. Okay, okay. Interesting. Any other dialogue?
People have no idea so many secrets are buried in Krat. Thanks for keeping me company. What are you curious about?
Everything. Tell me everything. About lying.
I see you're here. That means you can lie. Your lies are a rare ability. You're able to choose your own path, unbound by anything. People on the outside are still afraid of puppets. Lie to protect yourself and find your path.
About Geppetto.
I'm an old friend of Geppetto's. His son is like family to me. Make yourself at home. You're always welcome here at the hotel. If you have any questions, ask my butler, Polendina.
Interesting. So we don't get any, like, particularly useful information about Geppetto. So Venigni's Krot Landmark Guide 1, this month's attraction, Hotel Krot. Hotel Krot is one of the city's creepiest and most mysterious buildings. According to lore, Hotel Krot is an isolated castle built by an aristocrat devoted to a form of occultism after receiving a revelation from a radiant tree. At one point, it was used as a mental institution, and some patients said that they saw hallucinations. However, no records remain, as they were all destroyed in a large fire. Very suspicious. Above all, being so far underground just compounds the rumors. Some even said that it is connected to an unknown hell. But now the rumors have served to embellish the charm of Hotel Krot, which has been renovated in the latest style. As the recent rumors of the grand exhibition Ghost Hotel spread, more customers are actually looking to stay at the hotel. Next is a comment from the hotel owner, Miss Antonia. A ghost hotel. I've heard that more times than I can remember, but fortunately our hotel guests are brave like lions. It's not a problem at all. Rating 4 out of 5, creepy and mystical, best resort in Krot. Reporter Medoro. This guide was made with the support of Venigni Company, a friend of the city. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Are there any areas that I missed of the hotel? There's an upstairs area that I have not yet seen. And then this seems to be the outside courtyard. Okay. Let's go upstairs. Anything up here? Rosa Isabel's street entrance key. Okay. It's locked tight. Okay. Seems like this area is kind of off limits to us at the moment. Dead end. Okay, okay. Interesting. Alright. This leads outside. Or actually, that's the way that we came in, it looks like. No, no, it's not. Never mind. We came in from that way. Okay, let's go outside this way. And then after that, we'll go outside up the top of that, like, staircase area. So we've got puppets here to practice. Investigate. Great fortune to all visitors, rest for all travelers, blessings to all friends. Interesting, interesting. I see. Okay, so there's nothing out here. Nothing out here. Bob said he never sold any items from his inventory. That's probably a smart thing to do. You never know when something will come in handy for you, you know? Okay, okay. Use the phone to answer the King of Riddles correctly and get a Trinity key. You can use it to unlock a Trinity Sanctum somewhere in Krot. Interesting. Alright, alright. Elysion Boulevard entrance. Cloudy morning. Oh boy. Yeah, this area does not look like it's very, clean and friendly.
Hey, let's be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
I am not particularly sure what the hell just happened, but it scared the heebie-jeebies out of me. Hey, Stargazer. Let's go ahead and rest. Okay, puppet string. I see, okay. Interesting. Okay. Talk with Gemini.
I'm Gemini, your friendly puppet guide. Or friendly guide puppet? I don't know, one of those. I'm also a friend of Sophia's. Last time I woke up, Sophia was there because she woke me up. But I'm sure there are still other memories in there. Sorry. Must be the shock. Bear with me, and I'll do my best to guide you.
Okay. So his voice is sounding a lot more clear, a lot more understandable, and, you know, you can hear the cricket noises every once in a while. But it seems like he is suffering from the classic video game condition of amnesia and forgetting stuff. Very cool. Alright. Do I want to run around and explore right now? I probably should be heading to bed, chat. Probably. Yeah, I probably should head to bed. Okay. I'm gonna pause the game here, and, yeah, let me take some time to chat with all of you out there who are potentially watching, lurking, hanging around, doing your thing. First of all, massive shout out to Yvain, massive shout out to Banjo the Uncle, absolute legend for bringing his community over here. Yeah, massive shout out to all the individuals that came over and said hello, people who chatted, right? It means a lot. For anyone out there who is new to my channel, new to my content, I love Souls games. I am a very much a certified Souls enthusiast and enjoyer, and I try to play as many Souls games as I possibly can, with some exceptions. Most recently, I played Dark Souls 1 for the very first time, and I beat it. I very much dislike that game, as Banjo very well knows, and his community might also know a little bit. Lies of P, as you guys can see in front of you, this is my very first experience ever playing this game. I'm very excited about it, very motivated. I cannot wait to continue playing this game in the future, and it's going to be like my next, I guess, focus for streaming, right? Yeah. So that is my current project that I'm working on. Normally in the past, I would stream a lot of like gacha games. I would stream a lot of like Genshin Impact, or you know, I would stream Wuthering Waves and similar games. But I think that nowadays I'm kind of trying to step away from those types of games that are very repetitive, and they sometimes lack new, interesting, unique, fresh content. So yeah, nowadays I'm trying to transition more to variety content, more to Souls content and other fun games, right? As for my stream schedule, I typically stream on the weekend. I stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday each week. That would be US West Coast, so Pacific Standard Time. And for those of you out there who live in Europe or who live in Asia, it might be, you know, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for you guys out there. But yeah, here in the US, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the next time that I should be live is going to be actually in less than 24 hours from now. Yeah, basically within the next 24 hours, I will be live again. I'll be streaming again, and we will be playing more Lies of P. That is, you know, the project, right? That's the goal. That's the ambition. I don't know how far we're going to get, but I think basically my preliminary goal at this time. I appreciate the follow, Bob. Appreciate it a lot. It means a lot. My preliminary goal is I would love to do basically every single, you know, Lies of P stream. I would love to be able to go through an area and try to defeat one boss per live stream, right? And then eventually I'll go through all the bosses, and I'll get to the very end, and I'll beat the game, and probably want to replay it immediately. So yeah, that is what I'm thinking at the moment, but who knows? We'll see what happens. I will be live in less than 24 hours with another stream. And then on Sunday as well, I will go live again. On Sunday, I don't know if I will be playing Lies of P. I would really like to, but I might have some other things that I need to do in the other games that I normally play kind of like offline on my own time. So I might stream those. I'm not yet sure. If I possibly can play that stuff offline and complete it without streaming it, then I will absolutely do so, but we'll see. One final thing that I do want to let you guys know, just give you guys a heads up, be aware of this. On Saturday, which is technically today since it's 2 a.m. in the morning, but on Saturday, I am actually going to be hanging out with a very good friend of mine by the name of Yvain Domain, he was in the chat, and he did stick around for a little bit, you know, talking with me about the game. Yvain and I, we are very lucky that we got to meet each other IRL, and we are both, you know, small Twitch streamers that, you know, have a passion, an enjoyment for this type of stuff, and so I'm going to be meeting up with Yvain IRL, and we're going to be grabbing some food together. we decided to go ahead and grab some food during dinner time. So if I am not able to go live before dinner time, then I will make sure that I go live basically immediately after I'm done, you know, eating my meal and spending some time chatting with Yvain and hanging out and, you know, just being bros, right? Basically, that's it. So, yeah, I do want to let you guys know about that for Saturday, just so you're aware, like, okay, what time is he going to go live? It'll either be, I would say, early afternoon, or if I'm not able to go live early, then probably during, like, the late evening time. Maybe about, I want to say, like, possibly 8:30, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is what I'll aim for. And we can go live, we can play some Lies of P, and we can have some fun with this game, is what we can do. Yeah, and then if you guys have any other questions, any other curiosities about my channel, about my content, feel free to check out, you know, my channel details. You can go to the About page and look at all the stuff that's on there and learn a little bit more about the channel. You don't have to, of course, right? I'm not forcing you to, but just in case. And, yeah, I appreciate everyone. Appreciate everyone for hanging out, for, you know, lurking and schmirking, right? I would say that for me personally, as a small streamer, anyone out there who is able to lurk and hang out in the background, those people are the heroes, right? They are the heroes that don't necessarily wear capes. They help my channel to thrive and succeed and do well, and I appreciate it. So massive shout out to anyone out there who's lurking and schmirking. Massive shout out to Bob, Yvain, Banjo the Uncle, everyone who stopped by, said hello, and was very kind to me today. I appreciate it. In any case, let me see here. I'm gonna open up Twitch and see who the heck is live streaming right now, because I have no idea who's on. Okay, that is not something I care about. I'm gonna close that. Gonna close that, and then Twitch. There we go. Live. Okay. Let me see here. I could send you guys over to maybe another Lies of P streamer? Possibly? Browse. Where's Lies of P? Why is it not on my list of games that I enjoy, that I follow? Wow, this list is not at all, you know, tailored for me. Okay, I guess I have to search it up. What the heck? Hold on. There we go. Lies of P.
Wait.
Oh my god, why is it so loud?
Melanin. Yeah, sorry, not the sleep stuff. I mean, melanin.
Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear your voice. I really dislike how Twitch does this, where basically what they do is they will automatically play a live stream when you click on a Twitch page, and it'll like start blasting full volume out of nowhere, and it's so annoying. I have to automatically mute it. Let me see here. So, okay. Search tags. Let me search for English. Or I guess I can remove that tag and then just select English on the language. There we go. Let's see. Crisis Chorus. I don't really know. Let me see. Who else should I raid here? I could do that. That's not bad. Day 3. I really don't like the way that Twitch has their webpage set up. How do I maximize this? This is really annoying. Hold on. Alright, give me a second, chat. I'm going to unmute Twitch, and I'm gonna listen for a second to the stream to see if it's something I want to go ahead and raid into. It doesn't seem like they are very chatty. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, chat. Hold on. Let's go back to Lies of P here. Is there anyone... I would like to see if it's possible to raid someone that, like, is going through it for the very first time, but I don't see a lot of people who are. That's very, very unfortunate. Okay, let me see here. Let's go to categories. Is there anyone playing Elden Ring that I can raid? Gino's playing Elden Ring. Is he usually live at this hour? I feel like Gino... I don't know when he usually streams. But yeah, Gino is like a legendary, you know, Souls streamer, Souls creator. Interesting. Gino is a potential candidate. I think that we can raid Gino because he's doing some Elden Ring content, and I like Elden Ring. I like Elden Ring a lot. Let me see here. Dark Souls 3. I don't really recognize anyone here. Man, the way that Twitch has their webpage layout when you're viewing like a category, it's so bad. Achievement unlocked. Could do that. I don't want to send you guys to, like, a dead stream. That's, I think, like, my worst nightmare, is sending you guys somewhere where, like, there's nothing really happening, nothing really interesting. So I'm trying to be very careful about what I pick here. Ooh, wait. That's not a bad idea. There's a lot of first playthroughs here. Yeah, this is not that bad. This is not that bad. Yeah, this is tough, chat. I feel like, on the one hand, I would really like to raid someone who is doing, like, a first playthrough. But then on the other hand, I'm not super duper duper familiar with who these, like, you know, random streamers are that I'm coming across on the pages. And so I can't really guarantee that it's going to be, like, an amazing viewing experience. So I think I might just go ahead and raid Gino and send you guys over his way, because I know that Gino is a very, very talented streamer, right? And everyone is guaranteed to enjoy his content, right? Oh, wow. Okay, so Gino is doing a no webcam stream. I see.
I don't know if Bloodborne Boss is hard, but compared to DS1, it for sure is.
Okay, okay. So it looks like he is narrating. He is, you know, chatting with his viewers and answering questions and whatnot. So that's not bad. I'll send you guys over his way. Let's go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, first of all, we're going to do that, get out my raid messages. If you guys want to copy and paste it, you can feel free to. You don't have to. It's just an option. And then raid Gino Machino. I appreciate it, Bob. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the help, you know, the tips and everything that you provided for the game. I'm very excited to continue playing Lies of P in the future, and I definitely would be more than happy to, you know, basically get to know about more of the game with you, right? If you're around to chat in the future. Let me make sure I'm typing in his name properly. Okay, Gino Machino, there we go. All right, that works. And then what I'm going to do, for those of you who are new to the channel, I have a little bit of like a, what's it called? It's basically kind of like a ritual of sorts. It's a, kind of like a end of stream, routine. Yeah, routine, I guess, is the best word. Where I have an outro song that I play, and after the outro song ends, the raid will immediately happen, so you guys will automatically be sent over to Gino's channel, and you guys will get to enjoy some Elden Ring content. But yeah, the song that I play for my outro, it's roughly about like 2.5 minutes. So I'll play the song, and I will send you guys over to Gino's stream after I say my farewells and goodbyes. Yeah. For anyone out there who has never met this guy before, this right here is basically my channel mascot, right? This is a big, chonky, fluffy, adorable capybara. He is huge, and he is the symbol for my channel, my content. And so me and my little capybara friend here, we're going to say goodnight and farewell to you all. As I always love to say at the end of my streams, right? Whether you were watching, you currently are watching, or you will be watching the VOD in the future, thank you all so much. It means the world to me. I appreciate the kindness. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everything, right? As Banjo always loves to say during his streams, make sure you guys are being kind to one another and paying the kindness forward, right? Always being very, very wholesome and being a good human being to others in the world, right? Very important. Please, everyone out there, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Eat lots of yummy, delicious food. Make sure you guys drink plenty of water. Always stay hydrated. Bottom line, take care of yourselves out there, right? Stay comfy, stay cozy, and I will see you guys in less than 24 hours from now for another Lies of P stream. Can't wait. I'm very, very excited. I want to continue on with this game. I want to get to the next area, without a doubt. And then, yeah, we will continue on with the journey. We'll see where it goes, where it takes us. But for now, good night, farewell, peace out. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys later. I will start the outro song right now, and then in about 2.5 minutes, you guys will be sent over automatically to Gino's channel. So feel free to stick around if you're interested for Elden Ring content. Yeah. All right. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.